That's how I get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this daggone break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right, y'all see the title and y'all see the thumbnail, honey. Y'all know what we getting ready to get into. Child, we got Cardi B versus everyone. And then we got Peach McIntyre versus Millionaire Mommy. So before we get into the mess, I want to start off by saying thank you guys so much for allowing me to have a very happy birthday this weekend. Thank you all to the birthday, all the birthday wishes on YouTube, Instagram, wherever you were wishing me happy birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you all to the birthday super chats and cash apps and whatever. Thank y'all so much. I really, 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 really do appreciate it. I appreciate how you guys came out for my live. So I appreciate y'all for that. Okay. So my birthday is over. It has passed. I had a really good time this weekend, y'all. And today, we got to get back to business. All right. Back to business we go. So we got to get into these reactions. So what I want to talk about today, y'all, is I want to talk about this Cardi B and coming out saying that she's pregnant with baby number 4 with Stefan Diggs. Hey, Livin, how are you? And here's the thing. We all knew Cardi B was pregnant. We all knew that. We just needed her to confirm it, but everybody already knew it, right? Because we've seen Cardi through 3 pregnancies. So we already knew. Yeah, thank you, Vaughn. I truly did. Thank you so much. So we already knew that she was already pregnant, but she actually came out and confirmed. Y'all know Cardi just dropped her album. Was it September the 19th? Am I the Drama? I have not heard all of it, but I did hear a little bit of it. Y'all know what is it? This is her sophomore album. It's been like 7 years since she dropped her first album. I'm to be quite honest with you, I damn near forgot that. I mean, I forgot she was a rapper. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I almost forgot. Like, I like Cardi B. I've told you guys this before. I've liked Cardi ever since the Love and Hip Hop New York days. With the crooked teeth and all that, the accent and all that. I've been liking her since then. I just love her personality. I think she's freaking hilarious, right? Yeah, it's been a long time. And so Cardi is catching a lot of slack from the girlies because people are not wanting to applaud the fact that Cardi is pregnant with her 4th child while she's still married to her husband Offset and pregnant by her boyfriend Stefan Diggs. You think the album's good? I haven't heard all of it. I heard a couple songs. I heard 1 or 2 that were like, okay, I guess I'm so used to hearing Cardi on features, so yeah, I haven't heard it in its entirety. So Stefan Diggs has a reputation just as well as Offset has a reputation. And there's a channel on here, I think it's called Bay with the T or B with the T. She did a reaction where Cardi, there's a podcaster who came out here to basically show her disgust in Cardi getting pregnant, knowing that she was getting ready to tour on this album. Okay. So y'all know at Cardi B's second album, her sophomore album has been in the making for a very, very long time. Okay. A very long time. And obviously Cardi knew that when her album was going to be dropping, she knew, she's going to tour as soon as the album dropped, because I believe she's supposed to tour like in February. I guess she's due to have this baby sometime towards close to the end of the year. I don't know if she's due to have the baby in October, November. She does look pretty big. So, she's definitely more than likely in her third trimester. And so there's a podcaster that went on her podcast and drug Cardi. Okay. She drugged Cardi. She called Cardi a dumb bitch for basically getting pregnant, knowing that you were getting ready to go on tour. I don't know, y'all. Me personally, I get that even on TikTok, a lot of people have their opinions. They think, they think it's trashy that Cardi B is pregnant by her boyfriend, but still married to Offset. And you know what? Here's my thought, y'all. I mean, that's that lady's business. I'ma just, it's her business. Like, even when we discuss these moms, at the end of the day, we can give our thoughts and opinions, but at the end of the day, it's their business. And so Cardi B responded to the lady very calmly. She did. I was expecting some of her, historic rants when she gets on Instagram and starts screaming and hollering. You seen the Gayle King interview? Yeah. You know what? Here's the thing with me. I'm more concerned the fact that Blossom, which is her last child, just turned a year old. Like, you literally didn't. It's like she didn't give her womb a good 90 days to heal from the pregnancy with Offset. Offset is the one prolonging the divorce. I mean, more than likely, probably. But I that's my thing. I'm just like, golly, girl, Blossom just turned a year old. Dang, girl, like, give your body a chance to heal. Especially knowing that she's getting ready to go on this very vigorous tour, after just dropping a baby. Y'all know more than likely she's gonna go, get her body done. And we've seen the results, unfortunately, to some women who have, taken the route to go get their body done to get their snatch back quicker. So I don't know, y'all. Like I said, me personally, I just really feel like it's her. The difference between Offset and Stephon Diggs. Obviously, I don't know these men personally. I just know of them of social media. I just really feel like she traded, Offset in for Stephon. Stephon himself has allegedly he has, I think it's like 2 or 3 babies that were already born this year, or it's 2 or 3 that are soon to be born. Cardi is due to have a baby this year. Like, this man, not only is Cardi expecting his child, but he has like 2 or 3 that were supposed to be birthed, either already birthed or just were born this year. He had more children before that. He definitely is a man that gets around. Okay. He definitely is a man that gets around. We know that Offset has been rumored to him cheating, and even it was also rumored that, or it's alleged that, at once upon a time, Cardi and Offset both was, swinging in the bedroom together, allegedly. Again, these are the rumors of the internet. And so at this point, we're going to listen to the podcast and what she has to say. And then we're going to listen to Cardi's rebuttal to the lady. So let's get into it, y'all. Let me get that video up. And make sure you guys go follow this channel. I think it's called B with the T. I'm gonna use her video because, like I said, y'all, these people be popping up, and I follow Cardi on Instagram. I don't know if she did this rant on Instagram, she did it on Twitter or X or whatever it's called now. I'm not really sure. But this lady was able to catch her, so we're gonna listen to it.
Birth to this baby probably near the end of the year, towards the top of the year, and then spend 6 weeks in surgery and tour rehearsal to then do what? Go on stage and do fucking nothing. I went back and watched Cardi B's performances after she came back after having culture. Some of the most boring shit you ever seen in your life. And not because of the performance itself. Oh, it's great colors and costumes and dancers and musicians. There's a bunch of shit going on. You know who not doing nothing? Cardi. Laying down on a fucking round table and letting that shit spin around for half the fucking performance and then getting up and having niggas salsa dance her and twirl her ass around on stage for a little while. She don't do shit. You waited all this goddamn time to release another album just to get pregnant in the middle of this album being done and prepare for the... Why? Why, bitch? Why? You don't know how to use your butt? You never heard of condoms? You never heard of the IUD? You never heard of the pill? You decided to get pregnant by the nigga you cheated on your husband with? Why? This is just dumb bitch shit. This is so fucking stupid. You are bringing a whole new person into the world, girl. It's not playtime. It's not that ugly ass little boo-boo kid Fury just got. This is a human being.
Oh, it's
I just can't believe this dumb bitch. Of all the time, you had so much time to push out however many kids you fucking wanted to. You chose the most pivotal moment, getting ready to release your sophomore album and finally go on tour because you canceled it the last time. Why? Kids. To finally do that shit. And now you're like, as soon as I'm ready. I've been stretching. I'm getting my body ready. You getting ready to go lay down and pray that mommy makeover don't kill you like it do so many other women. And then do you a little boom cack 1-2 side step on that fucking tour. I hope you girls are ready for her to give you fucking nothing. And she gonna have Hennessy put her in that fucking faja 3 seconds after she's done giving birth because don't nothing matter to her more than the way she looks. An actual show, you can forget about it.
Put in what?
A faja. You know the girdle that the girl, yeah.
Like
that's the Spanish word for the girdle waist training thing. Like, Hennessy, give me a fucking faja. Yes. Don't nothing matter to you more than that. I'm sure you got the surgery already scheduled. And that'll be what you considered. Waited
be at home
7-8 years.
Folding laundry. Just wear this shit all day long.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. And it's like, whatever. You bitches care a lot about that. And that's y'all's prerogative. I just don't understand. So being so cavalier about creating a new life. And then being like, I'm so proud of myself. I'm working so hard and I'm doing all this while I'm making a baby. That was optional. You did not have to fucking make a baby right now. Only God knows why you did that stupid shit.
Yeah, I get it. Y'all wanted me to marry a billionaire. Y'all wanted me to date another man. Y'all wanted me this. I understand that. Y'all want it better for me. And I get that. But guess what? This is my life.
Okay, so real quick, let's reflect on the podcaster. Me personally, she was a little too upset for me about what Cardi chooses to do with her body and her life. Again, I understand people having their thoughts and their opinions. I totally understand. And that's her thought and her opinion, right? But sis was just a little too upset for me. I was like, girl, calm down. Like, I understand you're trying to get your point across, but I'm like, yikes, sis. You seem like you real upset. Like, she was a little too upset for me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not even disappointed in Cardi. Because guess what? Yeah, Cardi is nobody I know personally. Yeah, and that's her hussy. Cardi is nobody I know personally. She is a entertainer that I am entertained by. That's it. So yeah, she does, but that's the thing, y'all. People do get way too invested. And I just think it's very unhealthy when you get overly invested in somebody's life that you have absolutely no control over. My goodness, you know, you have more control over your children's life than you would Cardi's. And I don't know if this podcaster lady has children. Even if your children are adults, obviously once they become adults, their lives are their own. but you being the parent of that adult child that you birthed into this world, you'll have just a tad bit more influence than anybody else because you're the parent. This lady speaking her thoughts and opinions, which she's entitled to do so, was just a little too much for me. Like, maybe she's disappointed, but I'm thinking to myself, why? Why are you so disappointed? And what Cardi choose to do with her body and her ussy? But it was Cardi's response that just threw me. So let's listen to it.
Life. And this is my decision. And one thing about it, I do not regret my kids. None, 4 of them. I don't regret it. I have choices while I'm pregnant, and I still don't go to the chop shop. And I have a choice, and I would have done it if I wanted to, but I didn't want it to. And I know I could do this. And y'all see the type of mom that I am. You have an opinion about my personal life, cool, but do not bring my motherhood. I don't play about that title. I take that title very seriously. I don't play about culture. I don't play about Wave. I don't play about Blossom. And I don't play about Baby Brim. Baby Brim. We call it baby. I don't play about them 4s. I love them. Every kick I love. I start falling in love with my babies when they inside me. Don't bring my kids up to prove no point of yours. Don't tell me, people, now I'm seeing people talking about the trauma that I'm bringing. Trauma to these kids, these kids. And you know what's
I think when people say it could be traumatic for the children, let's be honest, Cardi can't raise those kids on tour. There's going to have to be nannies and assistants, and I mean, maybe she'll bring the babies on. I mean, imagine trying to breastfeed your baby, your newborn baby, in the middle of outfit changes while you're touring in concert. Not only that, having to bring that baby with you in and out of different venues and places and hotels and Airbnbs with all the germs, and like, obviously Cardi got money. She can go in there and have a cleaning company go in there and Lysol and disinfect and sanitize the whole entire house, probably way better than what we could do for our own homes, because she got that type of money. She could pay for that. But I'm pretty sure Cardi would probably enjoy better just sitting at home, even if the first 90 days. I'm going to be honest with y'all, and this is just my opinion. I saw Cardi yesterday on Instagram. To me personally, I don't think Cardi wants to rap anymore. I believe she said that. I think I've heard her say that in the last year or two. I don't really think she wants to rap anymore. I think Cardi likes being like an influencer, like getting on the social media and promoting people's products. And I think she likes that because that's not as vigorous. That's not as hectic. Touring and flying all over the world. Yeah, that was cool when she had no children. Then she had one child. Maybe even it was good when she's 2. But now that she's about to be a mother of 4, me personally, like I said, Cardi knew that her album was getting ready to drop. She knew soon after the album dropped, she was going to have to go on tour very rapidly after. And then you get pregnant right in the middle of all that. And then having to, more than likely, go get a mommy makeover so you can get that body snatch for the tour. That's a lot on her body. Birthing a baby alone is a lot on a woman's body. And then you're going to go have surgery to manipulate it even more. And I believe she does love motherhood as well too. But look at Rihanna. When is the last time Rihanna has dropped an album or toured? Her and A$AP Rocky just had a baby, another baby. So what's this about? 3 for Rihanna? Rihanna is the epitome of, in my opinion, embracing motherhood. And maybe Cardi should have pivoted. Maybe she should have pivoted from her rap career into doing something like Rihanna did. Rihanna got into the beauty industry and did extremely well. But I think Cardi is a people pleaser. She didn't want to let her fans down. And I believe that's why she wanted to keep this rap thing going, because she know that's essentially that's what put her on. Like Cardi had a little notoriety before the Love and Hip Hop in New York and stuff, because I think she was in social media. I think she was doing something like, I can't remember, you guys. I can't remember what social media platform she was on. I can't remember the name of it. But Rihanna, she pivoted. Like Rihanna wanted to be a mother, and that's what she is. And she's running an empire while birthing her babies.
So funny about my kids. They are all so close. They are all
true,
so
Miss Love.
close. And they're gonna continue being close. And they're not being in the house don't change shit. They don't give a fuck. What are you talking about? You will know that if you have your own, but you don't. So since you don't have your own, don't talk about what's going on in nobody else's home. If you so concerned about kids, be an ACS worker. There's a lot of kids that's going through a lot of shit. Believe that. And if you want to talk about, oh, you got 4 kids, how you gonna manage having 4 kids? There's women that only got 1 kid and they cannot even manage. There's bitches that got 1 kid and have to get their kids away because they cannot manage. For whatever.
Tam Reed, you're right, but I'm not comparing Cardi to Rihanna. What I'm saying is maybe Cardi should have pivoted like Rihanna did. That's what I'm saying. I'm not comparing them. Obviously, you can't compete where you compare. I mean, what Rihanna did, like 6, 7, 8 albums I think she has out. Like Rihanna is that girl. But Rihanna also did what? She took her money and invested it into her beauty empire. That's what I'm saying. I'm not competing. I'm contrasting. That's what I'm doing. I'm saying what Cardi probably should have done.
For a reason. If you're so concerned about that, be concerned about that. But I'm having 4 kids because I know I can take care of them. I already take care of my 3. I'm not even spazzing out. It's just like, never in my life have anybody have ever spoken about my motherhood. And now because I'm having a baby with another man, all of a sudden it's crazy. All of a sudden it's crazy. How many baby moms do baby daddy do y'all mamas have? If your baby mamas have have different baby daddies, I bet they some good ass moms too.
Yeah, but Cardi, this has nothing to do with other women and their baby mom, their baby daddies and their children. This is what the people. This is the people's perception of you. So let me park on Marika's comment real quick. Marika said, it's Cardi's life and body, not anyone else's. Too many people worry about others' business. And you're right. But Marika, this is where I'm going to kind of challenge what you just said. And everything you said is correct. But Cardi is the reason why people are so into her business. Every time her and Offset would get into it, what did Cardi do? Run to the internet and blast Offset about their personal business. Every time something's going on, she jumps on the internet. If you would stop putting people in your business, they probably wouldn't be there. Now, let's be honest. She's a celebrity, so people are going to want to know about her. They're intrigued because she's a celebrity. But Cardi herself has invited the masses into private affairs between her and her husband far too many times. And let's be honest. You know, if she was just, if her and Offset are separated and Offset obviously has went on, well, let me say this. Offset and her are no longer together. Based off the gossip of Stefan Diggs, he just didn't seem like a good candidate, right? Especially all the stuff that Cardi complained about Offset. It seems like Stefan is a little worse. So I think a lot of the people were like, well, girl, if you was just gonna go get you another man, then you should have went and got you another man. You damn near traded Offset in for the football version of Stefan Diggs.
The fuck? I really don't like when people downplay moms, bro, because we go through so much shit. Whether you have one kid, whether you fucking working in McDonald's, whether you with a man or not, like there's that us moms, we go through a lot of fucking shit, and y'all never fucking come to these fuck ass daddies. And then for you to compare me to Nick Cannon, I don't get in Nick Cannon business, but let me tell you something. All my kids live in the same house and they are raised by a person, and that's me. I raise my kids. You can't compare me to Nick Cannon. I don't got 12 different baby daddies. I got 3 kids with one baby dad, and I'm gonna have a new baby with another man. Let's be very clear. Don't not compare me to Nick Cannon. All my kids live in the same house. All of them. They all got the different rooms. My kids' room look like a palace. Wave room look like a palace. Culture room like a palace. Blossom room is beautiful. My new baby room is gonna be beautiful. And guess what? Every night they want to sleep in the same bed. All my kids live in one house, not separated. Why are you comparing me to Nick Cannon when Nick Cannon got multiple 12, whatever I don't even know how many baby moms he have. I have one baby dad right now. 3 kids, one with a husband that I was with. I separated. Stop telling me, oh, well, why you separated from a cheater to go to somebody else? Because I was tired of that relationship. It's more than just cheating. That's the thing that y'all don't understand. Y'all don't know half of the shit. Y'all don't know most of the shit. It's more than just cheating. It was a lot. I couldn't take it no more. I had to go to a fucking hospital because I couldn't take it no more. You have managers when you have a management and you have a label. When your management and your label is getting together because they are concerned, it's time to go. When it's affecting your work, when you can't even record, it's time to go. And I left. God damn. I don't know. I just feel like I've been so happy for this pregnancy, and I've been so motivated. I've been pregnant, and I've been motivated, and I've been getting the work because every single day I wake up motivated. I wake up happy. If shit is good, I get a thrill.
So let me respond to DMAC4. I guess that's how you pronounce it. It says, y'all got a problem with the people talking about Cardi and her baby daddies, but the first one to comment on these mothers over here. Me personally, I don't understand what the big uproar is. One thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. Cardi she's getting ready to have her 4th child. 3 of them are by her husband. This last one is by her boyfriend. Right? It's not like she got 4 kids, 4 baby daddies. And even if she did, let's be honest, as much as we talk about these mommies, at the end of the day, it's a conversation. It's still their prerogative. And we're just commenting on it because they put it out here publicly. If these women didn't, when I say these women, I'm talking about these moms. If they didn't put that stuff out there publicly, yeah, we wouldn't have nothing to talk about because we don't know what's going on. Cardi is the one that came to show us that she's dating Stefan. She's tired of Offset. Again, putting us in business that we did not need to be involved in. And especially for her because she's on a higher scale than these moms. Right? You're a high celebrity. Like your man bugging out. Yes, sis, we don't need to know that. That's what you call your assistant. You call your sister. You call your cousin, your mama, your aunt, and go talk to them about your personal business. Because unfortunately, what people do is they throw it back in your face later on. And y'all, people have always said Cardi talked too much. And I really think it's because although Cardi is famous, Cardi feels like she's just a regular chick. But she's not a regular chick. You're a high-profile celebrity, sis. You're not just a regular schmegler. Cardi can't go to Kroger's without security. I can go to Kroger's without security. Cardi cannot. So she's just not no regular schmegler. You're a high-profile celebrity. So that, to me, Demarket 4, I believe that's how you pronounce it. That's for me. That's, I personally, I'm just like, okay, girl, because again, there's a difference between people who get invested and people who don't get invested. I'm not invested in Cardi. Let's be honest. I'm not even invested in these moms. They put it out here publicly. They vlog their lives. They put it on the public platform, and publicly we have thoughts and opinions. But at the end of the day, even our thoughts and opinions, obviously, we know this for a fact. It's not going to change no way how these women think, move, or function.
I'm not gonna let none of y'all take that thrill from me, and I'm not gonna make me feel like I'm gonna regret I'm not gonna regret my kids because of y'all and because of you. Like, for y'all to be talking about the well-being of my kids, the well-being of my kids. What? Do you see how them kids live? For my last 2 babies, 2 weeks after I give birth, I be in Paris on Fashion Week. Y'all have never said nothing. If I feel like I had an unhealthy pregnancy, I would tell people to move my tour. I feel great. I feel healthy. These past 3 days, I've been meeting thousands of people in a day. And I've been taking pictures one by one. And I feel great. Today is my 4th day doing it. And I feel great. And I'm up and I'm hype. I'm okay. I promise my fans I'm going to give them the greatest tour. And that's exactly what I'm going to do while I'm being the greatest fucking motherfucking mother. And to y'all moms out there, don't let nobody fucking tell y'all about y'all shit. Where to? Don't let nobody tell you about y'all shit.
All right, y'all. So, hold on. So like I said, there's a lot of people sounding off all over social media. Me personally, I just really wish the Cardi probably would have just waited. And when I say waited, to see what Stefan was really going to do as a man, again, it's what I know about Stefan are rumors. Hell, what I know about Offset are rumors, other than what Cardi has came out here and said. Now, obviously, if Cardi came out here and said it, it's not a rumor. It's her situation, so she's speaking her facts. But I just wished, it's to me personally, it's just like Cardi trying to deflect. I think Cardi knows herself, her situation is messy. It is, and I think she knows that, but she wants to overshadow the fact that, I'm a good mother. So it doesn't matter if I got 4 kids, 2 baby daddies, 3 of them with my husband and the other ones with my boyfriend while I'm still married to my husband. Y'all don't mind that. Just know that I'm going to be a good mother. And I think what people are trying to say to her is, Cardi, because you do have, again, your celebrity status, a lot of young girls look up to you. And so they saying, because you do, that's the thing. These celebrities, they'll take the money, they'll take the notoriety, but they don't want to take the responsibility of what the platform that they have. And let's be honest. I've heard a lot of times people say, I ain't no role model, but essentially you are. A lot of girls, a lot of little young girls look up to Cardi, So essentially you are. Now, if she doesn't want that title, if she doesn't want, that responsibility, then you might want to reconsider what you're doing publicly. You're an entertainer, a very famous one at that too. So a lot of people look up to her. And so I think that's what the young girls are trying to say. Like, you can't just keep sweeping bullshit up under the rug. You know, you just can't get, just because it's Cardi, you can't just keep sweeping it under the rug. Like, you gotta call her out, like the person in the chat just said. Like, we would call out these regular moms. You gotta call her out just like we call out these regular moms. Rihanna ain't married. Her and A$AP Rocky are not married. No, she's not married, but all her kids are by one man, right? And if her and A$AP Rocky, I keep saying Rocky, A$AP Rocky, are they not married? No, they are not married. Oh, okay, I didn't know that, because I don't really follow Riri like that. I know she, like I said, I seen on social media the other day. Apparently, she had her baby. I don't know if that was her third one, her fourth one. I'm not really sure, because, like I said, I don't really keep up with her like that. You said Peach is in no comparison to Cardi. I think we need to be for real. Who's comparing Peach to Cardi? Those are the two conversations we're having, Maja. So that's why I just popped them on the screen. They are married. A$AP Rocky and Rihanna are married. Okay, Rihanna is not married to A$AP. Okay, well, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all battle that out. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, y'all, we're not perfect. You know, so we can't, people make mistakes, and we all don't live perfect lives. They are not married. It came out during his trial. Okay. So DMacic 4 said they are not married. So DMacic 4 says that Rihanna and A$AP are not married. It came out in his trial. Okay. The trial said they are not married. Okay, so they are not married. So that's her boyfriend. Okay. Well, y'all, let's keep it 100. We're not gonna act like boyfriend and girlfriends don't have children together. And sometimes they don't get married. And sometimes they do. At the end of the day, essentially, there's only one person that can judge us, and that's God. So you live your life however you want to live your life, but ultimately the only person you really got to answer to is the Almighty. You said marriage isn't in the cards for everyone. Some are not religious or don't follow that tradition. Yeah, you're welcome, Neek. So, I'm not going to smudge my nose at Rihanna because her and A$AP Rocky are not married. It has nothing to do with her money, has nothing to do with her celebrity status. I'm just not going to snub my nose up at her. I mean, that's her life. And, at the end of the day, when it's time, for us to meet our maker, Rihanna got to walk up to the pearly gates by herself. A$AP won't be holding her hand. She got to walk up there by herself, and she has to answer to God. I don't have to answer for her. Okay, so AI says they are not legally married. Okay, Pearl said AI confirmed it. But one thing I can say, you guys, A$AP and Rihanna appear to look very happy. I don't really know much about Cardi and Stefan and their happiness together. It seems like ever since they have came out publicly that they were dating, it's been a lot of controversy behind their dating. Just as well as in the beginning, Offset and Cardi, I believe, were doing okay. And then as time went on, a lot of controversy started brewing around their, relationship or their marriage, excuse me. So at this point, I'm not really sure. Only thing I could say is I wish Cardi would stop trying to prove a point. That is really pointless. Because at the end of the day, Cardi could get up here and do a whole 10-minute eulogy or a whole 10-minute speech. People still gonna feel the way they feel. If Cardi feels like she's a good mommy, great. My only thing is, and that's not just for her, that's any woman. It's just my personal feeling because I've birthed children before. You might want to give your womb a little rest. I mean, they even say it takes at least a year for your body to heal after a birth. They say that. They even say, the doctor tells you when you come out the hospital from birthing your baby, be it vaginally or if you do C-section, he tells you to wait at least 6 weeks before intercourse. Now that's what the doctor said. So I'm just saying, I like Blossom literally just turned a year. I'm like, girl, you should at least let your body heal a little bit. And then, especially knowing that she has to go on this tour, which is going to be very vigorous. If anything, Cardi, think about yourself, because you can't be a good mommy to those children if you're not living amongst them. The only way you could be a good mother is if you're there with them to mother them. We all know the childbirth is very hard on a woman's body. And more than likely, after childbirth, she's going to have to get some cosmetic surgery. So that's even more, like, that's a lot of manipulation to your body. If she doesn't think about anything, think about yourself, because you're no good to your children 6 feet deep. And again, I'm not wishing anything on Cardi by no means, but I'm just speaking reality. Pregnancy and delivery is a whole different bar apart. Well, pregnancy, delivery and pregnancy are different because you're carrying the baby in the pregnancy, and delivery is you birthing the baby. And let's be honest, in a sense, anything can happen. There have been women who have died just carrying a baby through the pregnancy, DMAC4, and there have been women who have died in the midst of delivering the baby. So let's be honest, both of them, pregnancy and delivery, although you think they're a different ballpark, in my opinion, they actually are the same. Delivery is life and death. Pregnancy can be life and death too. You ever heard of an ectopic pregnancy? Have you ever heard of that? Ectopic pregnancy? You can die from an ectopic pregnancy. So you just got to be careful either way. It's equally, to me, it's risk in pregnancy and there's risk in delivering. How do you know? Marika, I don't know personally, because obviously I don't work for Cardi. I'm not one of her assistants, but historically, that's what a lot of these women typically do. Because they got to get that snatch back. And let's be honest, Marika, we watch social media. We know how this go. Typically, that's the quickest way to get your snatch back. That's the quickest way to do it, is to have a little cosmetic surgery. That's typically the quickest way. Now, unless she got a mean ass trainer that can get her, tip top shape, then that may be a little different. She said she didn't after Blossom. She also didn't go on tour after Blossom either. She's going on tour. She also didn't go on tour after Blossom either. So there probably would be no need, because she wasn't going on tour. Going on tour, she got to make sure that body is snatched. We know how this goes. We watch celebrities all the time. We know how they do. Not all of them. Let me take that back. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. A lot of them do. So maybe she'll have a really good, personal trainer that can get her body snatched real quick and get her, But even with that being said, if she has to go on some type of, I don't know what, because again, I don't know. I don't follow Cardi like that. So I don't know how she really looked. I don't even remember how she looked after having Blossom. She had surgery after Wave. Oh, okay. She did have surgery after Wave. So I don't know how Cardi really looked after surgeries, or excuse me, after her pregnancies. I don't follow these celebrities like that, but I know she didn't go on tour after Blossom. So there probably was no need, but typically more majority of the time, that's what some of these women do, especially the entertainers when they have to perform. They go get surgery. I mean, anytime the girls who are not entertainers are doing that, not saying all of them, some of them, it could be a possibility. Well, it's not, it's Marika, it's not necessarily assuming. It's just saying it could be. She could possibly, because there's a possibility she could. And maybe that is an assumption. Okay, maybe that is an assumption. But we're just gonna put that out there because that's all we got to go by. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's move on. That's enough of Cardi. Okay. And she's going to have a build up that stamina too. Yeah. She's never been on tour at all, but she will definitely have a mommy makeover because appearance is more important to Cardi than the music. I've heard people say that. I've heard people. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I've heard people say that about Cardi. I don't know that personally, or let me say, not even personally. I don't know that by watching her because I catch Cardi when there's some viral moments going on. That's when I catch her. Okay. That's what I catch her. All right, y'all. Let's move on. Lord. Let's move on, honey. So this Peach McIntyre and Millionaire Mommy situation. So apparently, Peach McIntyre wanted to blast Millionaire Mommy for using or taking some of her classes to help her boost her social media presence or how to do this social media thing. And if you guys don't know who Millionaire Mommy is, she's the lady that went viral. She actually lives in Florida too, but she is the lady who went viral with the breastfeeding thing, okay? And Peach did a video where she talked about the Millionaire Mommy lady. Okay, so let's get into this video. Give me just one moment so I can pull it up. Go ahead and get Millionaire Mommy on the screen. Or not Millionaire Mommy. I'm sorry, you guys. Let's get Peach and this Millionaire Mommy drama going on. I don't know, y'all. It's not really given. I don't know. I'm gonna use the word that we would use for the mommies over here that we talk about. It's given stunt or skit. That's what it's given to me. But this is what Millionaire Mommy looks like. This is what she looks like. I went over to her TikTok because she has like 700,000. Obviously, y'all, she had some viral moments. But I looked at some of her most recent content, and she's not really getting a lot of views on TikTok. So I don't know. Okay, maybe does she give? I don't watch the lady. Like I said, I remember seeing her. She has real humongous breasts, and she was breastfeeding. She got a lot of kids too. I think she has just as many as Peach. Close to how many? I don't know. If you guys follow Millionaire Mommy, but apparently they're now, I guess, quote unquote, beefing. So let's get into this. Give me a moment.
Got wind of what Peach was saying on TikTok. And baby, let me just let you hear what Peach has to say.
Now this next student right here, let me just show y'all her. Kiera, millionaire mommy. She got more followers on TikTok than me right now. 705K. I remember when I first started taking TikTok super serious and blowing up, people was like, oh, you're copying her. Copying her? Huh? Huh? I taught her. I tell y'all all the time, I've been teaching social media content creation since 2020, 5 years ago. All right. All the other content creators, especially the black ones that you see now offering classes, they just did it after they saw all the extra money I made. But this student right here, Kiera, millionaire mommy, she actually started off in one of my group classes. Back then they weren't $1, $3, $5. It was 55. She paid it and she was excited. And I was excited for her because Kiera has been spending money with me for a long time. On Facebook, I have a group called Tampa Braiders. And even though I, Peach McIntyre, can't do no hair, not even a slicked up gel back ponytail, this is my group, Tampa Braiders. And we have 38,200 members. And I charge. People pay me to promote in this group. And I've been charging to promote in this group for what? The past 8 years, 9 years. Yep, I'm her in real life. Now let's get back to Kiera. This is from June 15th, 2021. After getting into my class, she then wanted to write a book. For those of you who don't know, I wrote and self-published my own book in 2017. It's called Get Out Your Feelings and Get This Money. Mackenzie.
Now, let's do this for some context. Let me pull up who this millionaire mommy lady is. Again, I remember seeing her a couple of years ago. I wasn't impressed. Yeah. But I remember seeing her a couple years ago, and I see a lot of you saying you don't know who she is. You've never heard of her. You don't. So let me just pull up TikTok real quick. And my whole thing is I don't understand what the conversation is about. If millionaire mommy solicit Peach for help with social media content as a businesswoman, isn't that what you're supposed to do? Help the customer? It's just like I buy something from somebody's boutique. Do I need that person who owns that boutique to go back 4 years later and show the receipt of what I purchased? Like, what you doing that for? What's the purpose? So give me one moment. Let me pull her up real quick. Because again, I don't follow these people on TikTok. Um all right, hold on, y'all. I should have had her already pulled up, but I thought some of y'all would have known who she was. But hold on, let me see. I can't find her video. Okay, give me a moment, y'all. Oh, that's why I typed it in wrong. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me pull her on the screen for you guys who don't know who she is. And she has music in here, so I can't play it because I don't need it demonetizing me. Um, okay, so this is her. Okay, and let me go to another one. This is her again. You follow her on Instagram? Okay. And this is the lady like I told you guys went viral um for the breastfeeding because she has really big breasts. She was breastfeeding. Did this lady buy a house? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't follow her, so I don't know. So this is her. Okay, and I'm turning it off because she has music, copyrighted music playing. Oh, you know her, Majesta? Yeah. Okay, she popped up on my Instagram, but I really didn't pay attention. Yeah. Okay, well, that's what I wanted to show you guys. That's her. All right, so that's her. So now we're going to get back into the video of Peach. So that's who Peach is talking about. Okay. And apparently her name is Kiara. Okay. So let's get back into this video.
Carter's legendary summer. And yes, I still make money from that book until this day. And all the girls that you see, especially from Tampa, Florida, that now have books, I helped them write and publish them. I'm on real life. So Kiara went ahead and paid for that because Peach McIntyre is phenomenal. I sent her that e-guide. Next, she wanted to go ahead and do a one-on-one. At the time, my one-on-ones were only $300 as long as you had already taken a class from me. And she paid it. She bossy in real life. And then we did a one-on-one. I taught her how to make YouTube thumbnails. I told her about affiliate marketing, making money on Amazon. I get a check from Amazon every single month. And I hardly ever promote Amazon products. Giving her advice. She even asked me if she could go ahead and do a contract with me to take a percentage of her money. However, I was too busy. Also, I feel like that's stupid. Why get an agency or a management company or pay me when you could just pay me a little bit of money one time? And here she is 4 years later with more Facebook followers than me. Inviting her to my free audio rooms. For those of you who don't know, I'm the first person to publicly make $50,000 in just 5 days on Facebook. And then I started teaching everyone through Facebook audio rooms absolutely free. I'm on real life. All these messages here are unsent, but I still had responded to them, giving her some more advice. She let me know that she was now monetized, and this is in 2022 on Facebook. YouTube was first, then Facebook. And now look at Kiara, 705,000 TikTok followers. Barely making any money over on TikTok, but who gives a fuck? TikTok don't really pay anyways. The money is on Facebook, sitting at 769,000 followers. Now, when you ask Peach why you rolled your eyes when it come to her, because at one point she said she didn't know who I was. Then she came back and said thank you. Then she started selling e-guides and all these other products, which I have absolutely no problem with. Then she started talking shit about me. Then she started ignoring me again. Just weird. She's from Tampa. I'm from Tampa. Whatever. She's a success story, though.
So here's the thing with me, with this whole little situation. Me personally, I feel like Peach did that as a gimmick, right? To try to convince other people to take her classes whenever she advertises that she's doing a class. It's just marketing, right? And she used Millionaire Mommy for the marketing. And then Millionaire Mommy is slight way beefing with her again because, you know, they're still running with the philosophy that the drama, the beefing is just going to bring the clicks. One thing I can say about this Kiara lady, however much money she invested in Peach to teach her this YouTube social media thing, the lady Kiara Millionaire Mommy has gotten it back tenfold. I see you guys saying in the chat, you asked, did she buy a house? And I didn't know the answer. I guess you guys did. And y'all answered yes. Now, apparently, someone in the chat says that she goes viral on Facebook every day. At least this lady had enough sense because she has a lot of kids. I believe she has, I don't know. I think she has more than 5, right? Or more than 4. Let me say that. I think she has more than 4. I don't know how many kids she has exactly. If you guys know, drop it in the chat. Apparently, she's bought a home. So that lady said, if I don't do nothing else, if I don't get another view, click, subscribe, promo, if I don't do anything else, one thing I'm going to do is buy me a house. Now, I don't know if this lady is married, but there's a man that is there, and I'm assuming he's the father of the children. Again, that's an assumption. I don't know that for certain. If you guys who follow her know, y'all can put that in the chat for the people in the replay. I don't know what this man does for a living. I don't know, but he's there. Okay? I don't know if he's another Wood or if he's better than a Wood, but he's there. At least Kiara took her money and made it make sense. Peach didn't do that. It's the fact that Peach fumbled the bag on TikTok. She can get on here for all she wants to and say TikTok ain't no money, which I have heard people say that TikTok isn't paying the way they used to. I've heard people say that here recently. But at the end of the day, it was still a stream of income. Because if TikTok, Peach claims she used TikTok just to promote her business. But if you watch Peach on YouTube, her views on YouTube, Peach views has dropped dramatically. I was shocked. It would be a time that Peach would go live on YouTube and she would have, after the live, she would have 30 to 50,000 views. Peach barely gets 10,000 views on YouTube. Now, I don't know what she's doing on Facebook. I've never followed her on Facebook. So I don't know what she really got going on Facebook. But when you're doing social media, I mean, obviously, especially for these ladies who use it as their sole source of income, you got to be popping on all streams. I'm shocked. And again, don't quote me if I'm wrong, correct me. Does Peach stream on Twitch? Because I'm surprised, because I heard it's a cute little bag over there too. I don't know. She got permanently banned from TikTok. Right. She got permanently banned. So that means any device, like she's ever logged into TikTok on, baby, TikTok has said, nope, we're not having it. So, anytime you get permanently banned, I mean, if the resilient Jenkins didn't get permanently banned, like Peach, how did you manage to get permanently banned having over a million followers on TikTok? Baby, that's the epitome of fumbling a bag. She's back on TikTok. She won't be there long. Once the people see she back on TikTok, they'll get her struck back down again. She won't be there long. But that's my thing. Why keep coming back? I wish somebody, if a social media platform permanently banned me, then yeah, I ain't coming back. Right. That's true with love. That's so true. That is so true. Hey, with love and us, how are you? So I don't know. Me personally, I don't know, y'all. I'm a little disappointed in Peach because I'm just thinking to myself, me personally, Peach should have stuck with what she knew, what got her to where she was at. Those cooking videos, those showing people, that whole I'm getting, I'm making some money on social media. I was able to get off food stamps. I was able to get off Section 8. And the way that she was going that way, I feel like she should have kept promoting that. When she started veering off to the rage baiting and the beefing with her family and then dragging her husband and then popping out baby after baby, and it just got to the point where it's just like, girl, what the hell are you doing over there? She does have a nasty attitude. But my thing is this, like, I just never understood Peach's philosophy. And the fact that Peach has made all this money and you intentionally go and get evicted from places, either intentionally or unintentionally, which, however. And here's the biggest thing. The biggest thing is the girl never, ever purchased a home. One of the things that she said she was most definitely going to do. Now, Peach has said that she's made $1 million on social media. I don't know if that's true or false. Again, I haven't seen her bank account. But even if she did make $1 million, she has made probably at least 500,000. She's been monetized on YouTube since 2020. It's 2025. And that's just YouTube. I'm not talking about Facebook. I'm not talking about TikTok, Instagram, other places that she was monetizing, making money. For the life of me, I don't even see why people purchase anything she has to talk about. Because again, you're not a product of the product that you're selling. A lot of it did go to the casino, but baby, y'all know I love to go to the casino, but I'd be goddamn. Oh, I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars up in that piece. Oh no. Probably made more than $1 million by now. She possibly could have. But the fact that she's had to sell vehicles and do all this and, move in and to a 3-bedroom, you got 10, 11 people living with you. I'm talking about her husband, and her children. Baby, that's a lot going on. Most definitely is not Marika. Oh, no, ma'am. Casino is fun for me. I mean, I already know you can't use that as a source of income unless you got a YouTube or a social media platform where that's all you do is go to the casino. And that's the thing. And once upon a time, Peach had a casino channel. And man, she was killing them over there in the views. She was getting 50,000, 100,000 views on casino videos for 20, 30-minute casino video. I mean, she was killing them, and she fumbled that too. I said, damn, I mean, I guess she is, to me, she is the epitome of a fool, and their money will soon part. Yeah, I don't know. It just makes me not want to watch her because I've seen how reckless she's been with her money, especially being a mother of all those children. And like I said, social media is not going to go anywhere anytime soon. We definitely know that, right? But it's the fact that Peach has had the opportunity that some people would never get the chance to have. They would never get a chance to have that opportunity. And because she was blessed to have that opportunity, she literally did that opportunity like sand in between your toes. And she just let it slide right through. Now, yeah, she's taken trips. She's went shopping. She's done all of that. But who cares about I don't know, an NCM book bag or a Gucci purse when you don't have a house that you own? And I'm sorry, she can't make me believe. She can't say like Gina Janine says, oh, I don't want to own a house. Gina Janine don't have 9 kids. Peach got 9 kids in renting apartments, which is insane to me. That's why I said I don't. And now she's saying everybody now that's selling classes basically copying off of her. And I'm thinking to myself, Peach, you don't think people were selling the YouTube dream before you got on here? People been selling how to do social media. You weren't the first person to do that, nor will you be the last. She's had a car to fit her family. She's had a minivan. I think she ended up having to sell it, but she had a minivan. TMR, exactly. Don't play with the bag. And I'm not sitting back watching others do BS, especially with 20 kids. LOL, no, not my cup of tea. Yeah, no, definitely not my cup of tea. I can't just watch you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even see how people watch Peach. And so y'all might say the same for Jasmine and Chrissy and Liv, but I don't know. I don't see how people watch this lady because the way she just, I mean, her reckless behavior is just very unstable to me. I don't see how people do it. She need a passenger van. Well, if she didn't then, she definitely needs one now, Maja, with 9 kids and I don't know what she need, about 6 car seats. It's insane. It's very insane. But, you know, to each his own. At this point, it's definitely her prerogative. We just watch, you know, and we watch in amazement or in awe. It's all in what was modeled as normal, and the poor mentality staying the same while the resources increase. TMR, it's all in what was modeled as normal, and the poor mentality staying the same while the resources increase. TMR, what you mean, Lo? Now she thinks she's Soldier Boy. Yeah, but Jazzy and them never had the bag. You're right. They never had the bag. They've had some coin, but they didn't have that bag. But they had some coin. Now, funny you say that. With love. Y'all know we talk about Wine Glass over here. Well, Wine Glass put up a video a few days ago. I saw it yesterday. And she is relishing being a working mom. What Wineglass calls it a 9-to-5 mom, but she doesn't work 9 to 5. She works 3 to 11. So Wineglass is relishing in being a 3 to 11 working shift mom. And she said that she wanted to get into healthcare to see how well she can thrive in it. And it's so funny because now she's, you know, her and her daughter are going to get their hair professionally done, and she's shopping and she's doing all these things. And it's just so funny because it's like, Wineglass, we've been told you that, sis. We told you. We're not saying, and Wineglass is another person that paid Peach how to do this YouTube thing, but obviously Wineglass didn't have the personality like some of these others. I'm gonna just use this mathematical mommy lady to get the views and the subscribers to get her to where she can make that type of money. So Wineglass said, you know what, I'm tired of struggling with this social media thing full time. Let me get my ass on down here to do what I know how to do, clock in and work and bring my check home so Bay can help me spend it. And now she just relishes in being a full-time working mom. And all I was thinking when I heard her say that, I'm thinking to myself, Wineglass, it's not a force of punishment to go work a job. Again, you can still do YouTube. Just use that as your supplement. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't get rid of YouTube. I wouldn't get rid of social media because I'm telling y'all, this job market ain't nothing to play with. It's very shaky out here, right? It's very shaky out here. And one thing AI is not gonna be able to replace is social media. Because people like to see real life stuff going on. They don't want to see no animated nothing. So if you are a person who has social media and you're monetized, even if you don't want to do it full time, baby, keep posting, put up your content, get your little side money, do whatever you got to do, because it's one thing's for sure, as long as you can stay monetized, that's a for sure bag for you. And you can, honey, you could do, however much money you're making, I guarantee you it'll pay something. It'll pay something. But it's a person like Peach who has came through hundreds of thousands of dollars. Think about it, y'all. I don't give a damn what Peach says. Baby, there's nothing in this world that you can tell me and say to me to convince me that you have came across all this money. And girl, you ain't even got a piece of land. You don't even have a double wide. It's the fact that you went and dropped. It was the fact that Peach went and dropped down on wood. This is about 4 years ago. She went and dropped down cash on wood, a pickup truck. I think she paid $60,000 for that pickup truck. Girl, she could have went and bought her some land. It's the fact that you put down cash, $60,000 for this Ninja, a pickup truck. And if you notice, she sold cars and cars have been repoed, but that truck ain't went nowhere. She managed to make sure that truck stay. She ain't never sold that. She has never seen it done in her family. The money came fast and she didn't seek mentors. Once she crossed a certain financial threshold, she is constantly fumbling in her bag because it's normal now. Yeah, but you know what, Peach? Well, let me say this to you, Lo. Based off what she said, this is not her first time coming across one. When she had that business waste language, she did really well with that from what she states. And then she just went to where she wasn't sending people the product and keeping their money. I don't know what it is. Me personally, I just think the ghetto-ness of it all is what impedes Peach from prospering the way she needs to. And the fact that she doesn't, it's almost like, Peach, do you not, so what, you think you're immortal? Do you think you're going to be forever living on this earth? I wonder if the girl even has life insurance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you have anything tangible for in the event that, God forbid, something happens to you, that those kids could even have a chance to keep surviving? Like, in the event that something happens to her, does she really think Wood is going to be able to hold it down? Yeah, would he go get another woman to help him hold it down? But let's be honest, what woman going to want to deal with him with 9 kids? If you can't manage 100, you damn sure can't manage 100,000. I know that's right. T-Mar, yes, that was so wild to me when she bought him that truck. Not just bought him the truck, but 60,000 cash. Yeah, 60,000 cash, y'all. I was like, what? And then some people would say, now let me say this, y'all. And God knows, and maybe if y'all don't know, God definitely knows. In no way was I jealous, envious, or none of that. When she was able to buy her husband a truck cash, I was like, okay, girl. But then once I started keep watching, and I'm like, okay, all right, okay, you bought your husband a truck cash, all right, no car note, okay, I see that. Then I'm like, Since you're not gonna buy a house, like you're not gonna buy something, you bought a truck cash, right? But you're not gonna buy a house. And at that time, I think she had 5 kids or 6 kids. I don't even remember. I think it was 5 or 6. Now she has 9. Right, and they helped her spend every dime and be a finesse, but not helping her shift her mindset and the advisors to keeping it flowing. Right, but the reason why, Lo, is because Peach says all the time she's a one-woman show. Peach didn't want anybody's help. She didn't want anybody's help. It was the fact that Peach was selling credit e-guide, I guess, how to get your credit clear or pull inquiries off, whatever she was doing, some type of credit guide she was selling. But then her credit gets jacked up in the midst of having an e-guide that you're selling to people to show them how to get their credit back on track. It's the wildest story I've ever heard. I've heard of some stories, but Peach's story is wild. And the only reason why Peach's story is so wild to me is because this woman is a mother of so many children, a Black mother at that. And the fact that you had your hands on all this money and can't really show anything for it, you got pictures of when you went and spent $300 and $400, $500 to get your hair braided. That's cute, sis. But you got pictures. That's it. That's all you got. You don't have anything else. My God. All right, y'all. That's my time. Let me go and get up off of here. Like I said, this is a late night chat. I just wanted to get on here real quick. I didn't go live yesterday. I just needed to rest up, y'all, because I had a good time this weekend. So I just took yesterday to rest. Today, I just had a lot of errands and stuff to run. And so I wanted to jump on here real quick and talk to you guys about these 2 stories and see what your thoughts are. Make sure you guys leave your thoughts and your opinions down below if you catch us in the replay. Thank you so much, Break Room Chat, for showing up and showing out and being very interactive in the chat. Monique, thank you so much. Good night to you. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one, honey. Remember, sub what you love.